Calling all podcasters, musicians, vloggers, and reporters, and everyone else who wants crystal clear recording that's super portable. The Shure Motive family of microphones makes studio-quality audio that's as simple as plug and play. Many of the world's top podcasters rely on Shure, and with a Motive line of iOS and USB microphones, portability is now your friend. Imagine being able to get great audio quickly and easily from your phone, tablet, or computer. Simply visit shure.com/motive to start getting great audio for your content now. That's SHURE.com/MOTIV.
Blog Talk Radio.
Unmarket Your Business, the podcast. Born out of the need to share strategies and techniques that really work to market your business. Think yellow page ads and cold calls are your only choices? That's so last century. You're about to learn tested, tried and true marketing techniques you can apply and master. Ones that feel authentic instead of salesy. Strategies that are true to who you are and how you want to present yourself to your ideal clients. Let's join our host, Carol Joyce Dunlop, in the studio now and allow business success to move forward. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. This is your hostess with the mostest, Carol J. Dunlop. I am so happy to have you aboard here. I hope that everybody is thawing out, getting ready for Christmas, because I've got some great information for you on this show, and we're going to send you into the Christmas tides and into the brand new year armed with the information that you need for your brand new business, because, you know, that's just one of the things that are going on when the new year comes around. People are talking about starting new businesses, losing weight, writing a book, any number of things. And as you know, I already wrote my book. I'm so happy. At least I don't have to say, one day I'm going to write a book, because I already did. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you, right now, if you want to go there and get that book, you can go to csicorporation.com/book and get it right now. And I tell you what, I have this thing on there when you go to checkout, before you go to checkout, when you go to choose your book. If you want to give the gift of business success to your friends, family, followers, then all you got to do is click that little link that lets you order 2 or more, and you get a discount for that. Just say it's my Christmas gift to you. You can give more than one book. Who says you just got to give one book to somebody? You know, pick a whole bunch of people. Give the books out. We want everyone to prosper. We want everyone to have success in the new year coming up, because that's why we're here. So I just wanted to say, and just being transparent, I was totally stressed out the beginning of this week because something happened. Technology, I had a big technology mess going on, still recovering from that. But luckily for me, I have an in-house, on-site tech guru. People call me the tech guru, but I am really not the tech guru like you think I am. I know software, as far as social media software, how to get your website up and running, and systems and stuff like that. But the guts of something, how to get a computer running, how to get it back up when it needs to be, that is my husband. He is Mr. Tech Genius himself, and everything that I learned about technology, internet, computers, whatever, I learned from him. So I have to bow down to that master. I'm telling you. He's my boo-boo, too. So anyway, I've been having that stuff going on, so I'm trying not to be stressed out. And my guest, Ramona Yancey, she's on today, and she is going to help me not be thinking about that, because we're going into a world that I truly know about, and that is marketing your new business using social media. So without any further ado, Ramona, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm right here. How are you today, Carol?
I am doing awesome. As I said, you and I were talking before we got online how it doesn't matter if you're not feeling well, stressed out, things are going right or not. You got to keep on going if you're an entrepreneur, right?
That's right. Like I was telling you, I had been sick with the stuffy nose and all that stuff for the last few days, but you have to keep going. As a mother, you can't stop.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no room, because you know what happens when you stop? Somebody else takes up your spot, and the stuff you could have had, the clients you could have been working with, they're going with somebody else, right?
Well, you're not going to grow. You're not going to grow if you're going to sit there and still stagnant. You have to take action, right?
Yes.
You got to be active. Yes, that's how you're going to grow.
Yes.
You have to be definitely action. Yes, that's the only way you're going to grow. So I got up this morning, and when I opened my eyes, I said, Jesus, thank you. Like I woke up, and I have one more day to get my A game on. So I am so happy to be here
Amen to
today.
that, honey.
Yes.
Good. I'm happy to have you here because we had a little struggles, trying to get everything together for the show. But thank God in heaven that we did it, and it's here. And like you said, we just have to keep on going. So now let's get into this. But before we get into this, market your business using social media. Tell us a little bit about you and what's your background. How did you even get into this thing with social media?
Okay. Well, before I start that, Carol, I would actually congratulate you on your 1-year anniversary of your show. I was listening on your podcast.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You are so welcome.
Thank you.
I am so proud of you. 1 whole year, you've been doing this, and consistently. It takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of effort. So I want to congratulate you on that. But most
thank
people,
you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. If you don't know me, my name is Ramona Yancey. I'm an inspirational speaker and a coach and an entrepreneur. I produce and I write educational videos for children, and I program self-development programs for mothers, single mothers, not just mothers, but single mothers, but mothers as well. I have a master's degree in education, instructions and curriculum, and my bachelor's degree is in theater arts and dance with an emphasis in theater. So I use my expertise as an entrepreneur to help single moms build their businesses or even start thinking about building their businesses. How can they even start shifting to think about what are their passions in their life so they can, create something for themselves and their family, right? It could be financial freedom. Yes, financial freedom for a mother who's sitting at home, doesn't know, where to start. So we got some very simple tips for them today on how they can do that.
Good. Awesome. We can't wait to dive in. So let's say, we got a lot of people that are listening right now, and as I said, their New Year's resolution is to start a business. They're tired of working for the man or the woman or whoever it is they're working for, and they've got some ideas, to help someone else, and they want to get out there in the marketplace. So what's the first thing you would tell someone? Hey, I'm ready to start my business. Of course, it would be to use social media, but what would you tell them about using social media?
Well, what I would tell them, first of all, about social media, I was trying to figure out so it could be simplify it so people can understand it, because the more simple it is, the simpler it is. So I came up with an acronym, TIPS, TIPS. Simple tips that you can come up with. The T in the tips is for time. You have to choose exactly specific timing that you're gonna post on social media, and you have to be consistent with your posting on social media. And most importantly, you have to know who are your audience, who are you posting to, right? And that will be the I in tips. What's your purpose? Who's your audience? Are you trying to give your message to? You have to know that specific information in order to even start targeting them and to start realizing what you want to put out there, right? For me, I'll give an example. I work with children and mothers. So, and I've taught kids for the last 15 years as a storyteller and things like that. So it's a no-brainer that I knew my gift and my passion is to work with mothers and children. So that's what I targeted, single moms, because I knew I can help them. So the P in tips is for your words. There's power in words. You can use your words very wisely. You can use your words to help people on social media, and you can use your words to harm people on social media. It's very important how you use and choose to use your words on social media. You see, a lot of, it's better to help someone than to hurt them, especially, in bullying, especially on social media. We have a lot of kids that are being bullied on social media. So watch your the words that you use, because that's very important. And also service. What kind of service are you providing? I came from my passion, right? You have to look within yourself. What are your passions in life? I started off when my son was sick, just starting selling earrings. And back then when I did that, I didn't know how Yes, I would make my jewelry at home because I had to stay at home with my son, who was ill at the time. And so I would make jewelry, and I would just go sell them. And I built a website, and I didn't really know how to navigate it. I didn't really know then, even though I had social media, I didn't really know how to put my service out there. I didn't know who to talk to, so that's why, and this is why I came up with, this idea for moms that really want to start their business. You have to think about the service. What service? And give your people good customer service, because when you give them good customer service, they're going to come back. They're going to come back to you. And not just come back to you, they're going to bring other clients back to you. So your service is very, very important, to people out there. Find who would find value, Carol, in your service. Not everybody will, right? You on social media.
Right.
Not everybody is gonna use your product. Not everybody wants to hear what you got to say, but I know that I'm targeting specific people, and they will find the value in my message. So that's what keeps me going every day. That's what makes me, gives me the energy to do what I do, and because I've been one of those moms looking for tips, right? Yes.
Right.
So you can find. Yes, when we get off here today, actually you can go to the Facebook page at Super Single Mom Coaching, and I developed this. There's an ebook. You can download the ebook. I will have the link up after the broadcast. The link will be up at the page where you can go and download the ebook, giving you specific information, what I just shared with you, the tips to use social media. It's going to go into a little bit tips, easy read. You want to get started, even just selling your earrings. What do you like to do? What is your hobby? Right? I had my sister used to do cards, birthday cards, personalized cards, and she started selling it online. So just come up with your plan, have an idea what you want to do, and just go for it. Right? You can always change it and tweak it as you need.
Right. I wanted to say something. I think that your first T, even though you're talking about time, I think also, because I want to ask you about this. You can put target in there, because I hear you keep saying over and over again. Who's your target market? Say your target market again.
Who's your target market? That's key.
No, man, you. Who? Who is your target market?
My target market is single parents, single mothers. And that's who I target my videos and everything I do, my programs, everything I do. That's who I target on my social media page.
Right. And I wanted to say that is very important, because I teach that too. You have to know who you're talking to. You have to.
Exactly.
If you don't know who you're talking to, you could just be putting anything out there. So Ramona says she targets single parents, especially women. So see how specific that is. See how niched down that is. Now, she's not saying that she won't talk to single men, but single male parents and single women parents have very different ideals and objectives. You have to approach them different ways, because one is a man and one is a woman. And then single parents are different from married parents, wouldn't you say?
Yes, exactly. And divorced moms have a different category.
And divorced moms, yep. So you can't just say, and the reason I'm saying that to everyone listening out there, when you're talking about social media, you can't just target women, or you can't just target moms, or you can't just, just target people. If you swing that net out there so wide, you'll really catch nothing. But just like Ramona's doing, single parents, single women parents, single moms, then she knows exactly what the moms want, because you were a single mom yourself, correct?
Yes. And also I had a little program, I have a program, Pecan, where we start the conversation. I want to know what your specific needs are, right? And you're not alone. You're not, that's what it's all about. You're not alone in this. We're all in this together.
Right.
So we just join in the conversation what your needs are and try to fulfill those.
Exactly. And see, that's another thing that you can look at when you're trying to target, get started with your new business using social media. You're targeting a specific audience. But a lot of times, and I know this this goes for me too. A lot of times your audience is like just maybe 1 or 2 steps behind you. Like Ramona said, she used to do all these things. She used to sell jewelry. She used to do these different things to help her make money. And then she figured out,
purses,
if I really
everything.
get purses, right? Because, we had this conversation when we were first talking about you coming on the show. So she did all these things, and then she got her niche together. She's like, I can do this one thing to this one set of people. So that's what I want, the lesson that I want people to learn out of that. You can do one specific thing for one specific group of people. They all have a similar interest, but a lot of times they're just one step behind you. Because now, Ramona, I would say, if you're a single mom and you're not married, you're still a single mom. But you have your child, and your child is, growing, and you've done a lot of things to help them succeed. Now you can help others. You can help others, other single moms come up. So that is wonderful, and that's a lesson I want to get. So let's move on a little bit. What are some of your social media strategies for marketing that you can share with us?
Well,
name about
I have
3,
a holiday,
3 or 4.
I have a holiday party coming up. I do every year. This is our 3rd anniversary, and what I've done for the last 3 years. Well, thank you. What we do is we help single moms with gifts and toys for their kids during the holiday. It's a tough time during the holidays, and it's American tradition. Unfortunately, these kids they want some toys underneath the tree. So that's what we do. I target my clients through my website, through my social media page, and because I also have messages on there. Another thing I'm doing for the holidays, for social media marketing, specifically strategies, is to target my audience who are looking for specific things that they are in their life. Like, for example, in January I have coming up is an affirmation. We're going to have a 28-day affirmation challenge, right? Where we're going to come online. I'm going to be live. It's going to be live. We're going to come online, and we're going to just start doing some affirmations. And what are you going through in your life today, and how can you move on from being stuck, right? So those are some of my strategies to get people to come onto my social media, so they can start learning tips, so we can start the conversation, about where we're going. What do you want to do? It's just all about helping each other. So those are, a couple of things that I've done so far. And also, I just do videos. I just, sometimes I'll give you an example. I had to take my son to school, and maybe I'm having problems that day. I want them to see that I'm not perfect. I'm just like you. I have issues every day. So I'll come on live and tell my personal story. I know what it feels as a single parent to be stuck. Right? I know how it feels to be in a place of chaos and not know the direction where you want to go. So, that's why I create all these things. These are all my strategies to target, as we were saying earlier, my specific audience that I know will value my message. That's the key here. And that's my strategies. It's just to get my people, get my tribe. I'm building my tribe, and that's part of my strategies to build my tribe.
Exactly. I like that. You're building your tribe, because everyone has a tribe. You just have to find them or be out there so they can find you, see you, follow you, and then start investing in what you're doing. Now, tell us some specific things that you're doing on social media. Do you use graphics, quotes? I heard you say Facebook Lives. How do you incorporate video? Just kind of break down a couple things for the people who are wondering, what the heck can I do? I mean, she has a challenge, but she has 20,000 people who are following. How do I get 20,000? I don't know if you have 20,000, and I hope you do. But give us some specific breakdowns of what someone could do, maybe in a couple different things. So we're not going to overcomplicate it, because then they can come to you and find out some more stuff.
Well, the thing about it is, you just have to just start being. When I started, right? Because I use social media just like everybody else in the past.
Right.
I just just post every day, whatever, my pictures of my kids. But now, knowing who I'm targeting and what I'm doing, my posts have changed. My posts have changed.
Right.
So, and what I decided to do is to give my people, my tribe, hope every day. That's it. When you come on my page, when you go on social media, on my social media page, I just want you to be hopeful. So number one thing I do, I have affirmations. Okay? I am worthy, of my dreams and aspirations. Something as simple as that.
Right.
And it even just started doing that, Carol. I have made so many friends and so many people that will actually repost what I'm posting. And that's another thing I do. Something that I see that I like, that also with what I'm doing, mesh with what I'm doing, I repost it and add a little bit of it. And add a little bit of what I'm doing to it. Right? So, that's another strategy of what I do. Yes, it's kind of like newsjacking. You just see something else that you like, and then you take a little bit of it, and then you add a little bit of your flavor, and then put it on your page, and then, that brings audience to your page, and people start to see your page, and then to start liking it. So that's, some very, very, very simple things. And once you find out who your audience is, Carol, that would be your key. That would be the key.
Yes.
When you find out who you want to market to, but don't be afraid. I don't want to scare people off because it could change, right, Carol? You know this. You've been in business for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
So, but just start.
Yeah. It can change.
Just start.
You got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere.
You got to start somewhere, right? So even just be conscious now of what you're putting on your social media. Just think about it. Don't just, I'm going to the bathroom, or I'm going to take a shower. You know what I mean? We don't have to know all of that. We understand that you got to do it
especially
right?
Right. Well, especially if you're a business. The whole thing, I know, but the whole thing is you're a business. And if you're a business, you're a brand. Whether you're a small brand of one person or you're a medium-sized brand or a big brand, you're still a brand. I think you have to think of yourself as a brand, a business, and the more serious you take yourself, the more serious other people will. Now, I'm all about, being personable, sharing some of your struggles, just like I did at the beginning of this episode. I said, I'm having a tech time here, but I didn't go off into a 3-day dissertation of all the things that have been going on. I just said that because I know some other people are, having some tech struggles, whether it's their laptop won't boot up, their desktop won't shut down, or their phone won't turn on or off. There's a lot of stuff going on. So you just have to, I think you hit the nail on the head with, you have to relate to your audience, and you do that so well because you said that you're after single moms, right? So the single mom struggle, what single moms want, and I want everybody to listen to what Ramona said about her purpose on social media, on her page. What does she do? She gives people hope. Now, there are so many different ways to do that. Like I said, you can do videos, you can do graphics. She does affirmations, and I'm sure she puts her affirmations in videos, in graphics, in just regular link posts, in Word posts. So there are a lot of things you can do, but I think it's important for us to say that you have to be focused on one ideal, one theme that you're going to get across to people, right? When you say that?
That's it. That will be the key. And in doing that, you're going to fall, and but just start somewhere, and then once you start collecting your thoughts, then you'll start getting specific, because I didn't get this specific on how I wanted to do it either. And I'm a perfectionist, and that comes with a problem because I procrastinate a lot, right, Carol?
Yeah.
And because things are not perfect,
too.
and so I don't put it out there. So when I met my coach, TJ Mercer, God bless her soul, she was a blessing to me. She just said, just start.
Yeah.
And so I just started. I just started doing videos. I just started putting it out there because I knew I wanted to help women and children. That's it. Wherever how you help them, you just know. You may want to sell earrings to them. Whatever way you want to do it or how you want to do it. I have a friend, one of my Mavericks, who works specifically with kids with autism. right? So she caters all her stuff and all her videos for moms with kids with autism. That's very specific.
Oh, wow.
So that's why you got to come from. You have to be very, very, very specific who you're targeting so that you can get that audience because there's also the sharp end to this because you can also invite people you don't want to invite with what you're posting, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The trolls and the people who just get, for lack of a better word, get off on just being mean or whatever.
Yes.
So you have to watch out for that. But the thing is that I want to say to people is I want to reveal something that I don't think I haven't told that many people. But maybe I want to say end of 2015, beginning of 2016, somewhere around in there. I had started doing Periscope, jumped on the Periscope bandwagon. And I had a couple of trolls that came on, and they just really scared me away. They seriously did. They scared me away. I didn't like dealing with them. They were very nasty and mean. You know how trolls can be. You know, they just say any kind of thing. And you know how, girl, and you know how when the stuff is scrolling by, you'll just see something like, what? Did they just say what? And I just stopped it. I stopped it for several months, and then I actually started talking to Bernadette Harris, a good friend and colleague of ours. And she was like, girl, I hate Periscope. I can't deal with it. I'm thinking about it. And that's when Facebook Live was coming up. And then I ran into another coach, Wendy Y. Bailey. She was like, girl, don't let those trolls throw you off. You don't let them stop your brilliance. You get on there and keep going. So now, girl, I'm just doing it. I'm on Periscope. I do a Monday motivation through my YouTube Live, and it also broadcasts to Periscope and to YouTube Live. So I don't even care now, because I could just block them. But I say that because, you were saying just get started. Well, people are scared. People are, like frightened of technology. Oh, my God. What if people say something bad? So what? If they say something bad, so what? Just, bless them, let them go off about their business, say a little prayer about it, and keep on rolling because you have a message to get out. You are here on this earth to help someone. And if you don't get your message out, that person will never be helped because that's your person. It may be like thousands of your person, but if you don't get your message out, that person can't be helped because they are for you. So I want to say that to everyone. So I overcame my fear, my trepidation, my whatever it was about Periscope and doing live stuff and people saying stuff. And you know what, Ramona? I have the most wonderful tribe in the world. They are so awesome.
I bet you do.
I don't get I do, and I don't get those trolls, or if they do, I think God just takes away their voice or their typing fingers and they can't do it anymore. And I just thank God that I'm able to say that out loud and to praise God for his goodness and mercy. And I just feel great. So, I just want to encourage everyone out there that's listening right now. You got to do the same thing. This is like Ramona said, like T.J. Mercer said, just get started. Get started. Right, right. Because like Ramona said, it's going to change. You're going to change.
It's going to change.
You're going to, right. And people will let you know what they want. They will tell you, oh, I loved when you said something about this. Can you do more of that? How about this? And so if you listen to your people, then that's how you build. That's how you really build your audience, when you tell them you're listening to them. When you, your service,
that's
and you shout out
service.
to them,
that's
and you
service
say,
to them.
Excellent. Yes, and you ask them, if they like something, if they didn't like, and because you ask their opinion, you ask them to tell you something, they're like, wow, somebody's asking me something, they'll tell you, and it helps. I know it helps. It has helped you, hasn't it?
It helps me a whole lot. You could be very specific. You could try to figure out what I need, or just ask me, and I'll tell you.
Right.
And then you can help me how I need. But don't be afraid, people.
Exactly.
I just want to tell my moms out there, don't be afraid. Just get started. Be afraid. The thing is,
well, tell us how we can find you.
But do it anyway. Right?
There you go. I love that. Tell us how we can find you.
All right. My single mom, you can find me on Super Single Mom Coaching. That's the page on social media. That's Facebook, and also on Instagram. The website is coming up pretty soon. You can get the ebook, TIPS, the 4 tips to social media marketing. The link would be up on the social media page, and you can download it.
Cool.
Just start. Be afraid, but start anyway. Take a leap.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes.
Well, Ramona, we've come down to the end of our time. Thank you so much for joining me today and for being an awesome guest. I really enjoyed it. I know everyone has learned from it. So, and I want to also wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and just keep doing your thing. It's awesome. So just keep it up. It'll be awesome.
Thank you so much, Carol. I am so happy to be here today, and you also have a Merry Christmas. And everybody out there, you are not alone. That's the message. That's the message we want to know this holiday season. Yes. So thank you so much for having me.
Oh, great. Thank you for being here. And thanks, everyone, for joining in. I want you to know that I will not be here next week. It's Christmas week, honey. I'm taking a break. But I will be back the first week in January with brand new guests, new information, and our 1-year anniversary celebration. So until then, everyone, just keep doing your thing and remember to unmarket your business. Bye for now. Thanks for listening. We truly appreciate it. For information about guests, products, or services that were mentioned in this episode, log on to our website at www.csicorporation.com/unmarketing. To learn more, get a glimpse of our upcoming schedule, and join the unmarketing nation of entrepreneurs who are using marketing techniques that work right now. Until next time, keep moving forward.
We deliver tickets, T-shirts, and everything you need to rock. But what you really get is so much more.
FedEx, delivery.
Passion, what we deliver by delivering.